Hey guys, it's Justin from AndroidMeter.com, and today we have a unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy S4 for AT&T. So on AT&T, there's a 16 gigabyte and a 32 gigabyte model. This is a 16, obviously. And this phone is the newest big phone from Samsung. Its packaging is this made out of cardboard, but it's really nice looking. It looks like wood actually. But inside the phone itself, there's a Snapdragon 600 processor that's a quad core at 1.9 gigahertz, and there's 2 gigs of RAM. The display is a 5-inch diagonal display that's running on Samsung's Super AMOLED display on Gorilla Glass 3. Pretty much it. This is the phone itself. This is the white variant. It's extremely thin. I'm not sure if the battery's in there because it feels extremely light, which is actually really nice. But this looks very similar to the S3. So let's see what else is in the box before we pull off the plastic and see what's running on the phone. So the first thing I pulled out was the quick start guide, just letting you know the different little functions and everything else. Underneath this tab, there's more. There is Samsung paperwork, health and safety, user guides, stuff we see in every phone. I don't think anyone looks at. There is a wall adapter that's USB, a USB to micro USB, and a pair of headphones that look decent quality. There's some ear pods as well that allow you to change it out. Okay, so here's the phone. Let's pull this off, and the battery is inside actually, so this is actually a very lightweight phone. So let's turn it on because we want to see which version of Android it's running. Exactly, but it looks very similar to the S3. It feels almost a little narrower. This still has the home button. There's gonna be a back and a menu button. Your front-facing camera, and so let's look on the side. On your right side, you have the power button. On the top, you have this is the IR blaster, so you can control your TV with it. See if we can get that to focus. A top mic, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. On the left is a volume rocker. On the bottom is another mic and the charging/syncing micro USB port. On the back, you have your 13 megapixel camera and your speaker grill, and that's pretty much it. It's nice. There's very limited AT&T branding, S4 down here, and that's pretty much it besides the Samsung logo up top. So I'll be right back right after I set this up. Okay, so we've got that all set up. I forgot to mention that there's also a 2 megapixel camera in the front. When you go, well, before we crack into the software, when you open this up, remember this is the AT&T variant, and it's running on AT&T's LTE network. There is a slot for a micro SD card slot. You can add up to 64 gigs, then your micro SIM slot and your battery. This can be charged wirelessly, I believe. You just have to get a replacement back that touches these inductors up here. So let's see if we can get all these popped back in correctly. Okay, so just doing a quick look. This software is a skinned version of Android, which is Samsung's TouchWiz. Let's look into the settings. Yeah, it looks exactly like the S3 and exactly everything that's inside of it. This is actually running Android 4.2.2, so it's up to date. It's extremely fast. It's got its Project Butter. There's not much else to say about this just yet. This was just a first unboxing. So I'll come back with a review of this in a couple days after I've had some time to test it out. But it already looks very quick, very snappy. The 5-inch display does not feel awkward in my hand at all, unlike using like the Note 2 or something that just was uncomfortable. This is very nice and very sleek. So this is Justin from AndroidMeter.com. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and I'll be back soon with a full review. Thanks.